What's up, guys? I'm Mike. The Black Phone 2 released trailer number 2, and dear God, we're getting all up in Freddy's five fingers. I don't know what that means, but I'm telling you this. I talked about this in the first trailer that came out. The best thing that this movie could have ever done is exactly what they're doing with it. Blumhouse is single-handedly, I give them a lot of crap all the time. Well deserved. But they are single-handedly bringing Freddy Krueger back from the dead without the license, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Now, when this movie comes out, book it, you're going to have people saying, oh, that's just a Freddy Krueger ripoff, and it's going to be like, yeah, ain't it grand? Because here's the thing, if Warner Brothers doesn't want to do it, fine, come. All right, New Line, too busy, fine, come. I'd have to do it like that because we're in the first minute of the video, so I have to say it, but without saying the word. But my point is, I don't mind. Now, I think The Black Phone was super overrated once it came out. However, I still think it was a good movie. My problem with it mainly was that all of the good that's in that movie really revolves around the character of the grabber himself. You put every scene with him in the trailer, so the movie just felt super underwhelming. The only thing that left was them going all that Stranger Things karate in the basement with dead kids stuff. So I'm like, okay. However, doing it this way is absolutely genius. This is my most anticipated movie for the rest of the year, and it comes out this October, which is amazing. It's going to be a huge hit, I think. Let's watch this new trailer together. Dear God, I'm fucking stoked.
What happened in that basement really changed it.
No shit, Sherlock. If I was stolen by a child murderer put in his basement where he sits shirtless at the top of the steps just to let me escape so he can catch me again, and I'm doing karate with dead kids, I think I'd have a little bit of PTSD as well.
I had a bad dream. It was about missing kids.
That burnt kid sitting up was pretty fucking haunting. So I guess that's what's happening here. These kids are calling to her in her dreams. And if you remember from the first movie, she's got a little bit of clairvoyance in her. On the other hand, I'm like, we just escaped this guy and you want us to go back? It's like when Kate gets Jack to go back to the island in Lost. Like, are you kidding me?
You want me to stick this into my heart? Are you fucking nuts?
But on the other hand, those are kids over there who are apparently being killed.
It was just a dream.
And it's weird that he doesn't believe her here. I'm like, that's kind of dumb because like she literally helped save your life. So what are we doing here? She sees things in her sleep, unlike Lorraine Warren, who only sees money in her sleep. Like she's fucking Waka Waka or something. That's a rapper, I think. Rappers, I hear, they like money. So that's where that joke came out of my mouth from. By the way, speaking of Lorraine Warren, video on the true story of Ed and Lorraine Warren is coming up very soon, as well as a review of The Conjuring, so make sure you subscribe and have the bell click so you get those notifications when I make them. Moving on.
A youth camp. We have to go there.
Melissa, it's Ace. Seriously though, so Finney answers the phone here in what I think is the real world, and that brings up the question. Can he only reach Gwen because of her ability to see things in her dreams? Is that what he uses to pull them there? Or can he get to other people via their dreams? Considering that these kids are in peril, unless there's another killer on the loose, and this is the Silence of the Lambs type situation, I think since he died, he's able to reach everyone. It makes sense he can reach Finney through the phone here, because there's always been a connection between phones and death or whatever in this franchise. But I'm thinking he can reach everyone. Now that he's dead, he has that ability to just, because we're going full on, fuck you, Freddy Krueger, right?
Hello, Finney. It took me a long time.
This movie's gonna get nasty with the cheese whiz. These shots of bones breaking while stuck in ice is not something I ever needed to know or think about, but it's cool and it's gross and I like it.
But you, of all people, know.
And it seems like the grabber has really taken to the cold around him, the landscape here, as part of his personality. Like he's goddamn Elsa of the underworld from Frozen. You know, he's really made the cold a part of his personality. Like one of those people who buys a Jeep and suddenly they forget everything else they know about themselves, and they like bring flags of a Jeep logo to the beach.
It's just a word.
Let's talk about this motherfucking cinematography here. It looks great, and I wonder if it's grainy. By the way, I love how sassy the grabber moves through this and how he presents himself. He's very theatrical and I dig it. But, and also, I mean, how great is this character right now when this is the first time I've even really thought that that's Ethan Hawke under there. You know, when you're not thinking about that being Ethan Hawke and it's still this good. I'm just really impressed so far with what we've gotten in these two trailers. But the cinematography, I wonder if this grainy look means we're in a dream. at the time. So it's worth noting that the DP of the first film, Brett Jukowitz, who did the new Scream, he did Stranger Things, which we've literally mentioned several times now, is not doing this film. But you know that the cinematography is going to fuck because it's by a guy named Par Ekberg. And that's all I know about him. He's mostly a newcomer, but so far it looks fucking cool. Whoa, so you're telling me people can watch what's happening to her back in the real world? Guys, Freddy Krueger is fucking back. I mean, this is literally happening right before our eyes.
Nothing burns like the cold.
That's a great line right there, but also if he said that to me, I would just completely break the tension by bringing up that awesome scene in The Punisher. I'd be like, dude, do you remember that scene where he's like using the popsicle to torch the guy and he thinks it's a flamethrower or whatever? And then we'd both laugh and then I'd run away and he'd just let me go. All right, look, I know Blumhouse and Universal are really, really, really terrible at their jobs when it comes to marketing and promoting movies and showing the entire goddamn thing in the trailer. But did they just kill fucking Gwen in the cock-sucking trailer for this movie? There's no way. I refuse to believe they're that bad at their jobs. Shit, they did, didn't they? Oh my god. They very well may have just literally spin doctors killed one of the main characters in the fucking trailer. Also, that was fucking cool, so I can't really be that mad at it right now.
How the tables do turn.
That just reminds me of that scene from The Office where he's like, "My, how the turntable."
How the turntables.
Also, seriously, dude, ice skating? Like, you're not beating the Elsa allegations that we were talking about earlier. I love it, though. It's fucking sassy. I dig it.
What do you think happens?
All right, I do kind of hate this shot and the way it looks of him with the kids beating on the... It reminds me of Dumb and Dumber where the guy's like, get off the phone.
Get off the phone.
But I hate the shot because it looks like something straight out of the Flash cinematography, just the way it looks, or some shots of the Superman movie that just came out there. But I have decided that, yes, I mean, Finney's definitely dreaming here, I think. So I think the grabber can reach anyone. It's not just Gwen. I think he uses Gwen to get Finney there, but I've decided that he can reach everyone, and he is full-on goddamn Freddy Krueger, which is great.
It's time to find out.
Dude, the fact that every time he moves his mask, the skin comes off with it is so cool and fucked. It's like you forget that you just loaded it with super glue every time you put it on, and you're like, oh, god damn it, this is gonna suck later. But I wonder if that's like a side effect, like a punishment from hell. You know, just something that he lives with now. If he ever wants to reveal himself, he's gonna have to rip his own skin off. It's like Wolverine. She's like, does it hurt when they come out? And he's like, every time. Pretty fucking cool. I love the lore. We get some quick shots here of a snowman and a cross and a dead kid under the ice whose last words was carving WB. Does this not look fucking amazing? Are you not entertained? I absolutely love everything I'm seeing here. The only way in my mind that they can fuck this up is if we go watch that movie and they do the same goddamn thing they did to me last time, and every cool part of that movie is in this trailer. Shit, that's gonna happen, isn't it? Conjuring 4 review coming up. Deep dive into the history of Ed and Lorraine Warren and all the fucked up things that they did coming up as well. And you know, you play your cards right, and you could be coming up to have a good weekend. I love you guys. See you soon.